Well, I did do a video, a rather long video today, but I wanted to load. I know I'm going to chew through my data in Lexington, so I'm going to do I'm going to be a responsible data user today, and I'm going to load it on Wi-Fi when I get to Northfield Park. So you're not going to get that video for about 4 hours. But I'm going to give you a little preview. I talk about the horses that raced last night, the ones that qualified, why I was still in Ontario till this morning. It was very important. But I did want to give everybody a couple of updates. Many of you know that are my partners on Yes, or maybe you read between the lines. Yes wasn't entered in to go this week. A little colicky. We actually had to take him down to the clinic yesterday. Everything was fine. There was no invasive procedures needed. I'm sure they're going to find a way to chew through my deposit of $1,500. No problem, if I read the situation properly. But he's fine. He'll be coming home. I don't know what it was. There was 2 horses colic this week, over the last week. One we were able to treat at the barn in Ohio, no problem. And the other one was, yes, we were just playing error on the side of caution. With colics, I'm going to tell you, it can get out of hand so quickly. You know, I actually had our vet calling me today to say, I'm really sorry about sending him there. I said, Mike, listen, when it comes to colics, if you as a veterinarian believe that we have now entered that stage where it's becoming a problem, get the horse there. If you get the horse there and get him fixed. And that's exactly what happened. So Yes is fine now. He'll be coming home. Another point of interest was, and the downtime is minimal. You know, we'll draw blood on him to see, you know, the odd time. Remember Grace colicked and she really didn't get over it that well for about a month. It's not that situation. Usually they bounce right back from it. We'll be able to see in his blood the same markers if there's any issues. But from what I hear from the surgeon and from Mike, he's recovered almost fully now and is ready to come back home. So only a day in the clinic. They're really going to have to get their sharp pencil out to get ahead of me now. Massive Profit was entered in to go this week. I told you he was being entered at Dayton, and then he ended up scratched. And I didn't know why. I had a couple of my partners call me and say, or text me and say, hey, why was Massive Profit scratched? I messaged Ross Leonard. I hadn't heard back from him, and I get on the road and I called him. He said, I'm really sorry. I was just going to text you back. He said, here's the scoop. I entered the horse in the condition claimer. They combined it, rather than combining it with the bottom trot, which I wouldn't have even been okay with, but let's say they did. They combined it with the non-winners of 4,500. He said, Anthony, they were going to put Massive Profit in with Walk on the Moon in those horses. And he goes, I flipped out. He said, I called the judges. He said, I didn't even call the race office. I called the judges and I said, I want my horse withdrawn from this race. No penalty. You know, I don't mind racing my horses. If the race office is going to move the horse somewhere where he's competitive, great. But to move him into this class and have me ship all the way there and race him, I can't in good faith for our clients. He said, do that? It's suicide. It's ridiculous. The horse is going to be a long shot. You want to move him, put him where he's competitive. I can take 6, 7, 8 to 1. 15 or 20 is what this guy will be at, and I'm not doing it. And good for him for doing that. Good for him for sticking up for himself and for us. That's not right. Especially, like, even when Mohawk moves our horses, they give me a call or they text me, say, hey, that class is not going to go, do you mind? You know, and if we have to adjust or say no, I said no to them last week. They wanted White Tiger for the Open, back on 5 days' notice. I said no. You can have him next time. So good for Ross. That's why Massive Profit was scratched on Thursday, as he should have been. So he's entered now because the judges took him out. He's entered back in on Saturday for Indiana. I don't know if he'll get in. I have no idea. But Ross said that he's entered for Indiana on Saturday. So that's a scoop on those 2 little items. As I said, I'm on my way to Northfield. We got our horses in tonight. Got Coop in tonight. Got Blue Tesla, Mimi, Diener in tonight. I'm going to jog all the babies with our new, many of you guys are going to meet. Maybe when I'm over here, I'll do a video. We hired a gentleman named Jason Merriman to help us with the babies this winter in Ohio. Very capable guy. If you're around the Windsor or Michigan area, you may know his name. Drives like he's not. I don't believe he's related to Aaron, but very nice guy. I met him a few times. We'll see how he fits in. He came highly recommended by a number of the horsemen in the area, so that's good. We'll go with the babies tomorrow. Then I'm going to come back home, get everything packed up, and then Friday morning after we get the kiddies on the bus, Amy and I are going to take off. I'm going to race Sintra at the Meadows. I'm going to hopefully watch Lauren Harmon win with Macho Martini in the amateur race at the Meadows. From the Meadows, I'm going to go to Dayton. Going to race Swinging Senorita. Her last start of the year goes for 300. I'm going to watch her race in Dayton. Or I'm not going to watch her. I'm going to watch her from right behind her. I'm going to race her in Dayton on Saturday, and then immediately after the race, go right to Kentucky. It's supposed to be a monsoon in Kentucky Sunday night, so I'm going to have to wear some rubber boots or something when we go look at all the horses. I'm not really a rubber boot guy. I'm going to have to find something a little more stylish, made of rubber, to go look at the horses on Sunday with Amy. Sunday, Monday is going to be maybe two of the busiest days I've had in a long time. Sunday, Monday, and taxing. You imagine, you guys know that if you ever come to the sale with us, how much walking we do and how much we all around taking notes, trying to move the horses around, because we have this pot of money split up, and then we have other clients looking for horses to buy for the stable also. This is going to be a cyclone of a sale for us. I'm really going to have to keep my bearings here. So a big week coming up for us. So with that, I'll let you guys go. Great to hear from our clients yesterday. I hope I've answered your questions. Yes, out of the woods, 100% fine. He'll be in the barn this afternoon. Massive profit, scratch because they tried to screw him over. Good for you, Ross. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you all very soon. And the video will be loaded, the longer video.
Hazard reported ahead.
Hazard reported ahead. The longer video will be ready this afternoon. Take care.